What up, Pops? Yeah, buddy. Man, we about to get this thing going. In 1 second, don't y'all worry about it. Hollis Jerry, what up? Fall Medina, what is good? Go ahead and get this thing going. Hey, what up? Congratulations on this graduation coming up. We're gonna try to make it. What's good? Yeah. Boy, smart people, my family. To another episode of the Strategically Reckless Podcast. I am your host, Jay Brown, aka Mr. 710, and we are back up in this thing once again. Yeah. Hey man, listen. It's been one of those weeks, yo. It's definitely been one of those weeks, and it is. I cannot wait to fill y'all in on everything that's been going on. But we got a dope show planned for you today. So on today's show, we gonna do since last week, like we always do. What up, E? What up, E Pan? Yeah, I messed that up. E Pan was good. Listen, we gonna talk about fan entitlement. I know what I had on the thing. I kind of switched it up at the last minute, but we gonna talk about this sports commentator that messed up real bad, and what that means. We got a lot going on for you today, and also we're gonna talk about baby girl walking senses. What's good? But listen, since last week, I want to start off this show. Listen, y'all know that I am a very, 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 very proud big brother, and when it comes down to my little brother in bowling and whatnot, I can't be more proud. I feel like if Seth Curry was the older one, I would feel like Seth Curry watching Steph do what he do. That's how I would feel for real. But listen, what up, bro? Man, you're right on time. But I want to start off this show by saying congratulations to Julian Brown and his teammate Zach Carter. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, they are first place in doubles at the USBC Masters. Very, very prestigious tournament. Listen, they was out in Reno representing. I wish there was a way that I was able to watch it live. But they was out there representing. In the leave, first place over there. What up, Exodus? To leave with first place over there? Oh, that's huge. That's monster. USBC Open Championship. That is monstrous. I don't care what nobody say. Yo, that's so heavy. Let them listen. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, all of them West Side style, to make sure to bring that on in. Let that first place hold. Congratulations to you on that one, bro. Secondly, yo, baby girl is walking now. Yeah, the youngest one. She walking now, and she went from crawling to taking like 4 steps, and now she gone. And she still fall, but she be gone. And this is the problem. These new steps, they not as loud as the crawl, so I gotta watch her different now. Like I can't just listen for when the crawl started to get a little far away. Like you wait for the fall now. You wait for the fall and kind of use that like sonar. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, ka-doom. Oh yeah, she's still in liberal. I ain't got to get up yet. But yeah, he says it's time to put up gates. You are right. She has figured out stairs already, and she just turned 1 in March. Yeah, stairs. She's figuring them out. She can go all the way to the top. We got about 19 stairs and she can get to the top. The only problem is the way she gonna come down is the way she gonna come down. Any way she gonna make it, it ain't gonna be good. It's gonna be with her face first. Like she tried to go down, it's face first. Kadoo, 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 kadoo. That's what it was gonna be. But she can get up, no problem. The other part is having to watch her, having to be on. Like you gotta be on when you got a 1-year-old that just started walking. And the part of our problem is that she don't want to play with her toys. And yeah, she put everything in her mouth. She take the toy, stick them in her mouth, and start running. Slow down. Slow down. She turn around and she will. You look down to see what the other girl doing. Baby girl gonna have a pair of scissors in her hand, walking, both hands up, just walking, wobbly. Come on, man. Like we be trying to make sure that she don't fall on the dogs. We be trying to make sure she not running with stuff in her mouth and in her hands. And now that she can see more stuff that she was like, because she can stand up now, she can see everything. And everything that she can reach, oh, she reaching. She reaching. She grabbing all of that. Yeah, she got one of them big baby heads, all them babies that be out here with them Bobby's World heads. But yeah, man, that is crazy because now it's like you just gotta be on it now. Like I said before, she would crawl off. You'll call her name, and she'll look at you, see what you got, and now she gonna keep going. Now that she can walk, her turnaround game is still trash right now, and she ain't trying to do too much turnaround. What up, cat? Ain't doing too much turnaround. Hey, everybody who know Bobby's World, you just aged yourself just a little bit. Don't even worry about it. I'm old too. You see it. But look. Since last week, it was real windy here in Atlanta. Super windy where I stay for no reason. We got a bunch of old trees on our land and whatnot, and a couple branches fell down. And you know, when branches and stuff like that outside the normal yard work, pulling weeds, cutting hitting them with the weed whacker, cutting the grass, like I do all of that. Cutting down trees. I do all of that, but it's just trees only. You got a nest in there, that messes me up. You got lizards in the trees, that messes me up. And in this situation today, this city boy came out. The city boy that my grandfather could not stand stood up and represented at the worst of times. And here's the problem. I'm out here cutting this tree up like it is a huge branch. It's a huge branch, and we had a wind come through and knocked one down. And then within the next 2 days, another wind came through and knocked down one that was equally as big. It wasn't one that I could just move, so I had to cut that thing. I pulled out the chainsaw, and the chainsaw made everything easier until I got the cutting, and the tree had been down for a couple days, and the little knots that be in the trees, they got the circles. Well, thousands of ants came out. It was ants all over the place, and I panicked. I don't know what to do. In the house, I'm gonna just get some spray. I did not think to do that outside. Like I'll use wasp spray outside, but using ant spray outside felt counterproductive. But it's me and my chainsaw, and I'm going to town. But these ants are bothering me. Like it's 1,000 of the black ants. The black ants, it was bothering me. I couldn't keep going. Like they just kept coming out of this little, out of the knot. What up, Mirror? They kept coming out the knot. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't bring me and my chainsaw. Like if it was a person, I was gonna win. But these thousands of ants, I struggle with. I'm itching right now as I'm talking about it. The struggle has become real for me. Another thing that I struggle with is I don't like waiting. I don't like waiting for situations that feel like it should take shorter periods of time. And I'm gonna try to tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell you this story. Two stories at the same time. This is about to be dope. I ain't never tried this before, but two stories at the same time. And so this is my last week of bowling. It's on a I want to say Wednesday. And on this Wednesday, as I'm out the door, my wife's hands start hurting. And so I'm helping her get the food ready for the kids, but she's in pain. Now, I probably got dinged on the good husband meter because I went bowling even though her hands was hurting. Probably got dinged on the good husband meter. They're gonna take some points off at the end of the year. It's okay. It's all right. All right, I'm still in the plus. But I went. As I'm there, I'm bowling pretty good. I get this message. I get a voice message, not just a regular message. So you read a regular message, it can say one thing, but when you hear the voice and it's like, my wife is crying on this voice message telling me that she's in a whole lot of pain and she might have to go to the ER if it doesn't slow down. Now I'm put in an ejective situation. I start bowling, not bad, but not as good as I was, because now I'm worried about my wife. I should leave. I'm getting dinged. I'm already getting dinged. Guy comes over and he's talking trash to me about, he's talking trash because I beat his ass the first game. He's back now. He's bowling well, and now he's loud. He done shot his whole, he didn't know he had shot his whole load early. He got hit premature. But anyway, my wife is at home and she's getting the kids ready, and I know she's in pain, and now she's left the second message. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and make that call so I can go. I'm gonna call one of my friends so that they can take me, because what we're not doing is calling 911 and having that $2,000 to start. You call that ambulance, it's $2,000 immediately before you get in, because they had to come out, because they bagged it out. 2 G's. And so at this point, I'm striking again. I'm listening to these messages and trying not to bring my teammates down. My brother bowling pretty well. My other teammate bowling pretty well. This is the last week of the season. It's money on the line. I know my wife wasn't gonna die. I know she wasn't gonna die, but she was in severe discomfort. Well, the message came through that she's gonna go ahead and get a ride to the ER. Should I just meet her up there? And by this time, I'm finished. I ran out, didn't even wait to collect the money or anything like that. And this is the part that it got bad. Like, I'm feeling good about bowling well, but also worried about my wife. Like I said, I ran up out of there. I didn't speak to nobody after I left. And I end up meeting her at the house. I got to the house before they even left. That's how I was out here driving. Hey. I pull up, grab my wife, and now she's in super pain. And with the pains that she has, there's nothing I can do anything about. Like, lupus is trash. Anybody, y'all can go ahead and put F lupus in the chat room. I greatly appreciate that. F lupus. You can spell it all the way out if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But we out here, we get to the hospital, she's in pain. Now, one thing I realized from the outside, most of these hospitals look like they fine and decent until you get in, and then you start waiting, and they moving you from place to place within the lobby. So from registration to triage back to the waiting room, but it's people still coming in, it's people coming out, and we trying to figure out like, all right, we need to do something about this pain. This is why we're here. Ain't nobody in this lobby bleeding. Let's figure out this pain. Triage goes and gives her. I'm gonna go ahead and say I feel like whenever you go to the ER for pain, they call your bluff with Shakita, what up? They call your bluff with a placebo. Wife of a preacher, what's good? They give you a placebo. They might give you a little diet. They give you a diet Percocet. Bam. Pain. You know what, bro? She said pain was on level 9.5. And that wasn't high enough because we sat. They gave her that diet perk. That diet Percocet didn't do a damn thing. And they knew it. They know it. They have no idea when the bed is gonna be open. My wife's struggling. There's other people sitting in the lobby. Like, this is bad. We all sit. I'm sitting here and I'm not in pain, but now I just get done bowling. I hadn't eaten since like 3 o'clock. At this point now it's 10. And we sitting there and we're waiting. 11 o'clock, we're waiting. 12 o'clock, we're waiting. She's still in pain. Jason, can you go up there and see what's taking so long? Now, anybody that know me, I try to be, I don't want to start off reckless. I get you reckless, but I don't want to start off reckless. Hey, my wife in pain, man. This shit sucked to look at. I can't do nothing about it. And that perk, you already know it was a diet. You gave her a diet perk. Come on, man. You got to do something better. You got to do something better than this little children's Tylenol that you just gave her. But they treat everybody like they crackheads when they come in. And I understand it. They treat everybody like they crackheads. You almost got to come in there bleeding. I was about to lie and say she had some internal bleeding so that they can get it to the back. Y'all can't see it. Y'all got to get it to the back. I tell you what, one of the messed up things about this whole situation is it makes people jump straight to, I'm going to be inhumane for a minute because it was for me. For me, I'm like, I don't know nobody else in here. I ain't seen nobody else bleeding in here. So y'all pain is y'all pain and her pain is her pain. But some of y'all might be faking. Some of y'all she done died twice over there. Y'all still on y'all first death. Yo, y'all gotta get to my wife before she die again. This ain't no good. And she wasn't on the brink of death in that way, but she said she felt like it. And that's enough for me. Come on, man. We get that 10. It wasn't until after 1:30 that we actually got to the back so she could get a bed. 1:30. Now I'm trying not to be mad. Trying not to be mad. We go to the back. They give her. She still got her blood pressure cuff from that they gave her when she was in triage. And we sitting back there, and I'm pacing back and forth, like, yo, come on, man. They finally give me a chair. There's no other chair in the room. I sit down. Probably about 2:45. I dozed off. I don't remember falling asleep. I dozed off. When I woke up, I still hear my wife Morning. Hey, did I miss something? Ain't been in here yet? Oh no, this hell no. We done been here almost 5 hours and ain't nobody done nothing but give you a diet perk. Alright. I went outside the room. I had to start asking some questions, yo. Come on, like, what are y'all doing? What y'all doing? Don't make me be that guy. Cause I be that guy, Brandon Norwood, 84. What's good? That name sound familiar. Look, 325. They finally come in there and hook her up with some of the stuff that she needs in order to help her feel better. 325. I want to give this hospital a bad Yelp review. I just didn't know if they had hospital Yelp and if anybody looked at it. But here's the crazy part. When I posted about it and I tagged the hospital, and everybody that's familiar with the hospital came up to me and was like, y'all shouldn't have went there. You should have told me. You should have told me that that's where you was going. I would have told you not to go there. Tracy, what's up though? I would have told you not to go there. I was like, damn, we got hospitals that you shouldn't go to, and I get it. Like county on TV is that hospital, but you would hope that those hospitals did not exist in real life, considering that we are not in the inner city. We just where black people live, I suppose. But they was getting real close to making me go giant queue up in that thing. That thing was gonna be thinking because I felt like stuff should be moving faster than that. And if you tell me that, hey, somebody over here is critical, I'm gonna tell you that my wife done died twice. Ain't nothing more critical than that. She done came back twice. Y'all come on in here. Now all she really needs is an IV. That's gonna take 2 minutes. While you in here, go ahead and do it. That's it. I just gotta get you in here. Don't turn me into that guy. Don't turn me into that guy. Like, I'm not above that. I'm not above being that guy when I feel like I need to. One thing I did want to talk about before I got out of here today was fan entitlement. Fan entitlement. Yeah, those people at the game being that guy. Like, we've seen people on TV that's louder than everybody else. We've seen the incident that just happened last night where the ball went into the crowd and Joker tried to grab the basketball from him, and he held on to it real tight. Ball popped out. I don't know why dude was trying to hold on real tight like he's stronger than Joker anyway. But anyway, that's beside the point. And so Joker kind of gave him a little stiff arm. And I'd be like, man, why do these fans? It's people in this chat that go to events. What is your expectation when you buy that ticket? Like, what's the expectation when you buy that ticket? For me, if I buy a ticket to a basketball game, I want to watch good basketball. Ball comes to me, hey, if I'm sitting close enough where a ball can come to me, I'm just throwing it back in. I ain't trying to take no jumper, nothing like that. I ain't trying to hold on to it to hand it to the refs. I just want to watch. I am here to be entertained. And the only time that I would have a problem with not being entertained, so at a sporting event, if I go to a sporting event and I go watch the Hawks versus the Grizzlies, neither one of them are my team. I have nothing to say. I just want to watch good basketball. If I go to a Hawks game and they're playing my team, the Chicago Bulls, I will clap for my team. Ain't got nothing to say to Trae Young or Adrian, AJ Griffin or none of them other people. I ain't got nothing to say to John Collins. We went to the Bears game when they played against the Falcons. My brother and I, we went to that game, and I ain't gotta say nothing to no Falcons fans. I ain't gotta say nothing directly to the Falcons themselves. I cheer for my team. I do not understand the person who go get all kind of belligerent and be yelling stuff that I know for a fact that they would not say had they seen these people in real life, in HD 4K. They be trying to take a picture with these people. But I just don't understand being out here saying stuff that you wouldn't say at work, that you wouldn't say in front of these people's faces. Come on, man. Like, some of these fans be extra lit. Do I agree that forearm should have cost the Joker $25,000? That's $25,000 for that. He tried to take the ball from old boy, and old boy didn't want to give it up. But old boy ain't just old boy. I mean, he old boy to you and I. If we're not fans of the Suns, we don't know who this person is. That person just ended up being the new owner of the Phoenix Suns. He hadn't even owned the team for a whole 6 months yet. Robert Sarver just had to sell that thing in December. Man, what y'all doing? That ink on your check ain't even clear yet. I mean, it ain't even dry yet. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I know what dude was doing, but at the same time, bro, that ain't your place. You can't be out here stopping fast breaks because you want to hold on to the ball, because it's not your job. I don't even know how to say that. SBE noise. What up, though? But I came to watch, and I do understand there are lines that can't be crossed. I'm not going to yell stuff at players. I don't know if I dislike players that much to yell stuff at them while they are competing. It's something I paid to do. Now, if I'm competing against you and we're talking shit to each other, then you can get that energy because I am competing against you, and one good line deserves another one. I give it to you. I make jokes online about rivals and everything like that. Like, it's not that part. I make jokes about rivals. I make jokes about players that I like. If you do something, but throwing food, throwing batteries that you done spun around in your remote and thrown in the freezer, like, who takes batteries to sporting events to throw? Come on, man. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But I also know that if old boy was Jason and not the owner of the Suns, that person would have been kicked out of the game. That person would not have seen the rest of the game. It was a reason why they kept panning the Buddy. They kept showing Buddy on the screen. And normally when something like that happens, they don't keep showing this person on the screen over and over and over again. See, y'all don't know what the girl looked like that tried to jump on the court in Minnesota. Y'all never seen her. Yeah, she got that ass tackled. But y'all saw this dude over and over and over again. They kept showing him. He's the owner of the team. The new owner of the team. Come on, man. Like, I think about the players that I dislike the most. that I disliked the most, and it was only because it was nothing personal. It was just because they were competing against my teams. They were the best players on the teams that was competing against my teams, and so I cannot stand Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing, back in the day, I couldn't stand him. I couldn't stand nobody on the Knicks. I didn't like anybody on the Knicks until Spreewell and Allen Houston. Outside of that, I couldn't stand Isaiah Thomas. And that's Chicago. That's Chicago right there. And it's still part of Isaiah Thomas that just don't sit right. But I also didn't like none of the bad boy Pistons. All of them was racist. I ain't like Reggie Miller. I don't like Albert Pujols. I ain't like Mark McGuire. I ain't like Christian Laettner, but nobody like Christian Laettner. Everybody hates Christian Laettner. Even some Duke fans. But you know what's crazy? I was having this conversation with my pops when I was reading this article about this conversation that Patrick Beverley had, and he was talking about like 50% of NBA players don't love the game, and I was like, I can see that. We forget that, and it's a super NBA here. It's a super sports heavy show. It's the playoffs. Playoffs on right now. I'm gonna wrap it up before this next game get ready to get started. But for them not to love the game, it makes sense to me. And one, it's a lot of people that's like, we forget that it's a job. Like they are doing this for work. They are doing this to support their family. This is a job. This is just like with a lot of people. There are certain things that people just able to do that they do not like. They just do it because they like what it brings. And if you had a 16-year-old that was 6'5", they can be like, hey, young man, have you ever thought about playing basketball? Nope. Well, here, come on in here. And that 6'5" kid just happened to be a lot stronger, a little bit faster, and could jump higher than everybody else, but his love is volleyball. But threw a basketball in his hand, and he became popular. Didn't have to do as much homework. At that point, basketball is cool. I'll figure it out. I will take this basketball train wherever it takes me. And for some people, they make it all the way to the NBA. And those people in the NBA that butter was good, those people in the NBA, and we see a lot of them that are the same player that they were the day that they stepped foot in the NBA to the day that they hung that jersey up for the last time. Those people, those basketball players are the ones that just like what basketball has brought to them. I probably say 80% of them don't love the game. They don't love the game. We talking about some people that just they maxed out their talent. We're not talking about those people. We talking about the people that you see the talent, you see the potential, and they just did not work on their game. One of the things that we were talking about, and my dad brought up, was the people that don't get better at shooting free throws. Just didn't get better at shooting free throws. Every time you get fouled, you can get help. You can get help. It's help for free throws, you would think. But you see people that just hadn't worked on their game. And then you also see people that get stronger. You see people that could end up shooting a little bit better. You see people that round out their game. You like, those people love the game. Those people, or they just love they just love not sucking. They love the process. They like the work. But I understand folks loving what a $1 million job would do for you. Loving what that $1 million gig could do for you. I get it. But I wouldn't mess that up because that's all. If that's all I had to do. What up, Diane? B. Smith, 586. That's all I had to do. That's my one job. Man, that's what I would do. I mean, I say you got one job, but you are essentially running your own side NBA basketball player entity. Like, that's your corporation. You know, you running stuff off of that. Like, yes, that's your job, but the whole situation is an entity. I understand that. And some people take that business side a little bit more important than the basketball side. But, man, it wasn't a surprise to me to hear him say that half. And I think he was being nice with half. I think he was being nice. Who wasn't being nice? I say, I'm gonna make sure I get these in because I got this crazy story to tell y'all that happened back in the day. What was not crazy was Glenn, I don't even know how to say their last name, Kuiper. I want to say Kuiper. Now, this guy, he's a commentator for the Oakland Athletics. It's a Major League Baseball team. This guy said that he had went to the Negro League Museum and some barbecue spot, Albert's barbecue spot, or whatever. It was him and another guy on TV. And when he said Negro League Museum, the other guy heard it and he didn't blink. He didn't look at him crazy. He didn't look no kind of way. Now, the Oakland A's announcer has apologized. But I know they went to the Negro League Museum. They went to the Negro League Museum. Now, here's the problem. You cannot drop that N-bomb. And he dropped it so clean, and it was so clean that his boy didn't even look up and be like, hey, what you doing? And for a lot of people, when it come out that clean, or they just be dropping them off all willy-nilly in their regular life. No proof, just an assumption that they be dropping them off in their regular life. Like, they say nigga a lot. They probably say nigga a lot. Both of them. Or, even if the other one don't, he's so used to hearing Buddy say it. Like, that was their running joke while they was at the museum. You know, I had to click on one of the threads just to see what people were saying. And they were like, 20 years on the job with no slip-ups. Oh, he can make one mistake. He talk all the time. And while I'm saying, 20 years on the job with no slip-ups, and while I also feel like nobody should be perfect, there are certain times you have to be. You gotta be. Negro League Museum, it came out way too smooth. And when it come out too smooth, like, I feel like people that's strongly against that word, anytime it's close, they are extra careful. Anytime it can be misconstrued, they are extra careful. Negro comes out, they make sure that O is stressed. Negro League Museum. It's a stress. They want to make sure that you don't confuse them for being a little racist. And see, like I said, that was his partner. His partner was the one that kind of gave it away, because I've seen interviews like the Dwight Howard, the D interview that he had, and Dennis Schroeder was standing behind it. So Dwight Howard was being interviewed by a lady, and she asked him a question about the game plan, and he was like, it starts with the D. Like, we was real strong all night, but we wanted to make sure our D was strong all night. And so he kept making the D insinuations in his answers to this lady. And Dennis Schroeder was behind the lady and like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's saying this. Natural response. And he was only talking about the D. When Booker T, way back when WCW was still on, Booker T had a promo interview with Mean Gene Okerlund, and he forgot. He made a mistake, and Booker T was like, you know what, Mean Gene Okerlund? When I see Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. And he forgot. It came out. And when he said it, he caught himself. Oh, he caught himself, and I think it was Queen Elizabeth that was in this video with him. That when he said it, he caught himself. She was like, oh, let me pat you like it's gonna be okay. But she reacted because it was new. It was off script. It was something that she ain't used to them saying. We're used to hearing that. Yeah, it's funny to us because he messed up. He slipped up. I get it. I understand it. It's a little bit of a double standard, but you can tell when one of them is truly an accident and is not said often, especially not on air, especially not in this circle. And then one that gets dropped out loud. Wasn't there another commentator who said something about a guy's BD? Probably, man. He's supposed to be reckless. You have no idea. Oh, yeah. So I just thought about what BD was. And so there was this lady. She was talking about. He's now with the Philadelphia Eagles, but his name is Jalen Carter, who she was referencing. And she was like, yes, Jalen Carter's big dick. And said something like he has a big dick and he's a big man. And just, you hear it, she just kept going. It wasn't oops. She just kept going. I do remember that. And they be out there at the NFL Combine, and he didn't do no workout at the Combine because he had the legal stuff with the car accident. But maybe in his pro day he did it. I'm not sure. That she was out here checking out his junk. But before I get out of here, I don't know why I was thinking about bad stuff happening at work and not doing anything about it, like not helping. Would I help my coworker if they got into a fight while we was at lunch? And I kind of answered that question for myself. Like, this had to be probably in 2001, 2002, somewhere around there. I was working for this was like, damn, man, it's about to sound old. This is back in the 1990s. It might have been 1999. But I was working for the street department. And in Chicago, we go around and pick up. I didn't do the trash, but up in Chicago, when you cut your grass, you're supposed to put it in the bag, put your clippings in the bag, set it out set it out at the curb. We come pick it up. That's what I did. And so, get up early in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock, boom, do some start up the route, and you take your break. We would go to McDonald's. We would go to McDonald's, grab some breakfast, sit around for a minute, finish up the route before it got too hot, and then after two, it's just miscellaneous stuff. Well, one day we stop at this McDonald's and I go in there every morning. I'll go in there and wash my hands because we've already been working. I've already been hanging off the back of a truck at this time, like 9 something. I go in the bathroom to wash my hands, and the sink is full of water, and this homeless dude has his head down in the water, and so I just leave. I don't say nothing to old boy. I leave. I figure I just order my food when the time, order my food, and, maybe by the time my food came out, they'll be ready. He'll be done in there. Sink will be clear. But I didn't say anything to him. 2 minutes later, my coworker, Manny goes in the bathroom after he orders his food, and I have no idea what happened in there, but all hell broke loose. Manny comes out the bathroom and he's like, "This guy is crazy." Now, Manny is probably about 5'6", 5'7". He's Hispanic. He's very, very fair skinned. Like he looks like a white guy, but he's Hispanic. Manny comes out the bathroom. This guy is crazy in there, and it's an older black guy that was in the bathroom with his head in the sink. And he came out the bathroom, and I'm gonna try to clean this up as much as I can, so I don't have to put that this is an explicit show. But dude came out and he's like, the next time you see anybody in the bathroom taking care of his personal hygiene, you just shut the hell up. Use the F word. Now this is in the restaurant part of McDonald's. You just shut the hell up. You see somebody taking care of their personal hygiene, you shut up. You don't say a word to them. You know what? I'm in the right mind. I should just kick your ass all up and down this McDonald's. So man, it's sitting there like, I don't. Yeah, try it, buddy. Yeah, you try it, buddy. But this is not good for you. I will call the police. Now, where this McDonald's was and where the police station was, if you gave me 2 tries, like golf, I could hit the police station with 2 rock throws. That's how close it was. 2 rock throws. I throw a rock, run and go get it, and then throw it again. I could hit the police station. That's how close it was. It's 15 minutes have passed, and this dude is going in on how much he's gonna whoop Manny's ass for interrupting him. You see a black man in the bathroom taking care of his personal hygiene. You shut up, or we all just gonna whoop your ass. These hands, you see these hands right here? Now Manny is sat down. This dude is standing behind Manny. You see these hands? You see these hands, mother lover. These hands are some dangerous weapons. And I should just kick your ass with these hands. And Manny's sitting there, and I'm sitting like I have distanced myself from Manny at this point. And I'm sitting at the table with, it's like me and like 4 other young dudes. I have no idea who they were. But now they like, yo, is that your man's? And I'm like, oh man, we work together, man. But I don't know what he said to Buddy in the bathroom, but whatever it wasn't cool. And dude was just sitting there like, I got something real for your ass in these hands. I should just knock your ass out with these hands. And I'm talking about, it was the biggest damn scene. And I'm all right. I ain't shit. I get my food. The older man leaves. They said they were gonna call the police. 20 minutes later, the police still ain't been there. Like I said, the police station is less than a block, maybe 2 away. This dude leaves, and so now we get our food. I go in there, I wash my hands, and we get in the truck. And Manny's like, I was gonna kick his ass. I'm like, man, listen, Manny, you was about to get your ass whooped by that homeless dude. You go. He was gonna beat your ass all up and down this McDonald's. You just wait till we get back to the garage. Oh, you just wait till we get back to the garage. The way I'm gonna tell this story. Like, y'all missed it. Manny almost got his ass whooped. He went in the bathroom and this dude had his head in the sink, right? And then because we had to tell stories like that. Yeah, he had his head in the sink, right? And then Manny tried to wash his hands in the water that dude had his face in at the same time. So the man came up, and I thought he was gonna slap Manny with the wet hands, but he was just saying they dangerous weapons. Manny was scared. He peed a little bit. After he peed a little bit, then he came out because his jeans was tight. We just thought it was a yeast, but it didn't matter. And so the dude was threatening Manny. He had his hands all on the back of his hands. They were still wet. I don't know if he washed them. But I wasn't gonna let Manny get his ass whooped. But if he got Manny down, then it was gonna be over with. He got Manny down, then I was gonna get him up off of him. Hey, listen, I wish these are some stories. Like, I never forget when that dude was like, yo, I'm getting ready to, he was going to whoop his ass with some hepatitis. It was going to be all bad. But look, good people, I want to thank all y'all for tuning in. Once again, this episode is brought to you by the 710 Print Shop, where if you want to go get some stylish apparel, or you want to get a shirt that says exactly what you're saying, exactly what you're feeling without having to say a word, go ahead and hit me up at www.the710printshop.com. And I still got a promo going up right now. Use Team 710, all caps, at checkout, and we will get you squared away. It's about to get busy for you. It's about to get busy for your boy. So you get your orders in now. Get your orders in. You pay up front. I can get you taken care of. I got some class reunions coming up. My 25th year. Live. 25 years outside of high school. That's longer than I've been alive. Also, family reunion shirts. We gonna be busy. We working, but we gonna keep trying to bring you dope episodes every week. And I'm doing better. I got 2 of these past episodes loaded. I'm gonna load up another one tonight, a couple more tomorrow. This one gonna be up by no later than Thursday. But until next time, good people, I'm out. Also, Lakers in 5. I already bet some money on them. Lakers in 5. We out. There we go. It's in there. Bam. Bam. Appreciate y'all. Y'all dope.